Let's get up in this gig. I ain't even got time. I had jokes wrote. Girl, we ain't got time for that shit. We do not got time for that shit. This motherfucking episode, bitch. This motherfucking episode gave me all of the life. It gave me the shits and the giggles. Literally. Like, I really, because I lost the damn earring. I didn't want to go take a shit. Literally, motherfuckers, it ain't even that damn cold outside. Motherfuckers is already resorted to smoking in the goddamn bathroom, so I couldn't even get that off. But it don't matter. We're going to make this short, sweet. This episode was what the fuck I was waiting for in this bitch. Do you hear me? Oh my God, was it so great? Was it so great? It was so great. Okay, so I stopped taking notes by the time they got to who was the top and the fucking bottom. I said fuck it, because I couldn't even no more. So let's get into the bullshit so we can get into the nitty gritty, the real gig, okay? So, first of all, one thing I did want to say is I didn't know that Roxy's lips was holographic, like her outfit and her whole neck was glitter, bitch. Work. I know it was like a basic bodysuit, but I was like, but that face, all from the neck up, all that bitch work. I was going to introduce myself as this because I was cracking up with Alyssa and her rigor mortis. Alright, so we have the main stage and the main challenge, but we ain't been doing many challenges. So we got Fifi and Roxy in Show Squirrels, which was the sequel to Showgirls. Katya and Detox was in Velma and Wheezy, which was the sequel to Thelma and Louise. And What Had Happened to Baby JJ, which was literally my favorite title because what had happened is one of my favorite fucking things to say, okay? So, and that was Alyssa in Alaska. Now, when they paired up, I liked the teams and what roles they were going to play because I thought they were good teams for the parts that they were playing. But, bitch, I was living for Alyssa in Alaska. Because I love Roxy Andrews and I love Katya and I love Detox. But I was just like Team Alyssa and Team Alaska all day at this point in time in the competition. Now, what had happened was, so Fifi and Roxy was going to be the mom and Fifi was going to be the daughter, and then Fifi decided she wanted to switch it. Shade, or did she just not want it because she had that whole part of go back to, you as a tired old showgirl, go back to, you know. Did she not want to do that again? So then she decided to switch, or was that game? I'm not 100% sure it was game. What I will say is this is, out of all of these, they all had a character that they could base their performance on, except for Roxy, because there was no Baby Versace. There was no Baby Nomi Malone. All the rest of them, those characters were actually in their films. You know, you dig what I'm saying? So, you know, but Katya had me scared at first, girl, but then she pulled it out, she pulled it together. I do think that Katya and Detox all together, I felt like they worked the best as a team. I felt like their drag shequel was the best out of everybody's. And then Alyssa, like, I wanted Alyssa to stop being so timid. I'm like, bitch, I watch all your shit. I watch Alyssa's Secret. I watch Alyssa's After Party. I have heard them talk about you on AfterBuzz. That's just how you are. You are just full of life and loud and on 10 at all times. And why that didn't come through in this performance, I don't know. But Roxy had another moment with her words where she was like, you know, we wear the crown, we wear the shawl. Who is Shaw? She meant sash, like, girl. And then before I could even say it out my mouth or to myself, that bitch was like, are we having another sequence moment? I was like, yes, Roxy, you better know your motherfucking worth. So let's get into this runway. Okay, so the runway was inspired by Violet Chachki's 2-in-1 plaid sequence number from season 7, which was everything. So the look was 2-in-1. I will say this. I'm kind of getting tired of them basing challenges on what some other queen did, because it's like they did that and I didn't do, like the last season when they did the black and white season based on Detox look at the reunion. Like, this is iconic moments that these people did to make themselves stand out and to make it a challenge. I feel like takes away from that. But anyway, I do want to talk about RuPaul. First of all, congratulations on winning the Emmy for Best Reality Host. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but I do watch this, so I'm going to go ahead and say you deserve it because you're the only reality show I watch, bitch. So you must be doing something right. Secondly, this look tonight. I be so excited when RuPaul do something different than the super glamorous, big, wave, blonde hair and that same tired, fucking fitting draped dress. I'm tired of that. Tonight, this season, RuPaul, you giving it to me. Because first of all, I'm a sucker for black and white anyway. I love motherfucking black and white. That shit is so sharp. You got to really be having on some ugly shit to fuck up black and white. Let's just be honest. Because you can have on a crisp white blouse and a black pair of slacks and slay the game. So I love black and white. And then she was giving me like this zebra, but then like this fantasy. And then she had like the victory roll hair. Her makeup was different. Like, she just had like this very, very, very severe black cat eyeliner, but then like all of this was pale. Bitch, RuPaul stepping it up. You trying to get another Emmy, girl, ain't you? You ain't slick. I see you, Miss Ru. I see you, Mama Ru. But anyway, so let's talk about these 2-in-1 looks. I will say I was not as disappointed as I was last week because I wanted the girls to really go fucking ham, turkey, cheese, full, foot-long sub with the futuristic, and they didn't. The 2-in-1, I got some life. It wasn't like, wow. It wasn't too many. Well, it was one wow, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But it was cool. It was cool. So let's start with Fifi. I was calling this, she went from Cinderella to Belle. Because she had like this princess light blue with the crown, and then like she took it off and it turned to this yellow ball gown. Which I agree with Kirsten Presley, like neither one of the looks on its own was that strong, but the way the reveal, the way she was able to make the reveal was very, very clever, and I agree with that. Roxy, which, and I'm like, look, this show was giving me life because it was all up in my head today. This show was giving me life because Roxy was like, 2 looks in one, a reveal? Who the fuck know about a reveal? This bitch right here know about a reveal. I was like, yeah, because if Roxy wouldn't have killed that challenge, I'd have been mad. And for a minute, the way her shit revealed, like, because she had on a dress that turned into pants. I'm like, bitch, wait, what? Who does that? How you do that? She had on like a mini dress and it turned into like a bell-bottom fucking jumpsuit. Like, yeah, that shit was fucking fireball, Roxy. That shit was fire. Katya, I just wrote boo because I'm like, really? That was the reveal? You know what that reminded me of? No, because even Ivy Winters, when she did it, it was a little bit better than that. It just was like, this was your reveal? I'm like, oh, come on, Katya. I was scared for Katya this episode, y'all. And the only thing that I kept thinking is, and I love Katya, I really, really do, but all I kept thinking was, especially when Alyssa picked Alaska, I'm like, was it Alyssa in Alaska? Yeah, she picked Alaska anyway. But, shit, maybe she was, I don't know. I just don't think this was Katya's week. Detox did 3-in-1 look, but it was all basically the same look. It was like, I think it was like a hood and like a big full circle skirt, and then it was just a straight skirt that turned into like the chignon, the Oriental style dress. And please excuse me, I'm not trying to be culturally inappropriate. I just really can't think of the name of that because I really do love those kind of dresses, and I think it's called chignon. Dress, and then she revealed her and it was a bathing suit. I did like the wig, I did like the chopsticks. Like, I like the Detox look, but as far as it's supposed to be a 2-in-1 look, like, it wasn't, it didn't come as correct as the rest of them, because it was like, okay, everything is the same fabric, everything is the same color, like, you know, it wasn't really a lot. That was more along the lines of that reveal that Tyra Sanchez did, where she had like the skirt over her thing, and then it was a cape, and then she wrapped it around, it was a skirt, and then she took it off, and it was like a vest or some shit like that, like, but everything was the same material. It was just like, okay. Alyssa Edwards' fucking reveal was not cute, and the dress wasn't cute, but baby, the execution was motherfucking fire. Like, here's the thing, when she took it, and I'm like, okay, she had on like this big balloon thing that kind of reminded me of Detox's jellyfish dress, and I was like, okay, well, it kind of made it feel like that was an obvious reveal, because I'm like, yeah, we know Alyssa ain't wearing nothing that fucking big. That's not her. So when she took it down, it was a gown with all these cameras on it, and I'm like, but then the motherfucking camera started flashing, I'm like, bitch, okay, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. Now, for real, and I'm gonna say this, if y'all can agree with me or not, I gives no fucks, but if you do agree, let me know. That bitch should have wore that for Future. Because she said that she's like, I'm taking selfie to a new level, and she could have got that off on the runway. She was like, I'm the future of drag, I'm my own paparazzi, and she could have got that off. She should have wore that shit last week, because that shit would have been fire for that. But anyway, and her lights actually worked. Sorry, Ginger Minge. Just a little shade. Alaska. I shouldn't even did that, because I still got notes. Hold on. Bitch, now listen, y'all know I'm at the gig, right? When Alaska came out, and I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? Because she had like all this, she almost looked like a fucking heap of leaves or some shit. And she did that motherfucking reveal, and that bitch came out as little pound cake. I was just like, no! I was screaming so loud in my little laboratory area. Them motherfuckers came and checked on me because they thought I had dropped something on my foot or something, because I was just screaming. Because that shit was fucking genius. Listen, from here on out, I'm Team Alaska. That did it for me. That did it for me right there. I said, this bitch is too smart for this goddamn competition. She is. Like, that right there just proved, that just put the nail in the coffin. You know, everybody was like, Team Alaska, whoop, 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 and they think it's a setup for her to win All-Stars, whoop, whoop, whoop. It ain't no setup for her to win All-Stars. That bitch got this. That shit was so fucking genius. That was some genius level shit right there. That was some real... She came out as a little pound cake, y'all. Like, that had just took all my life. She snatched, look, this ponytail is loose back here because she just snatched my goddamn wig. She snatched my wig with that shit, y'all. I ain't lying. So, you know what? Fuck it. We already know about them. We ain't gonna talk about them because the drama, the shade is here now. So, Alaska and Fifi, what people were thinking about, I was on Twitter because Fifi was trending. Bitch, Fifi, shut the fuck up. We're tired. So Fifi and Alaska were the top. So obviously they weren't going by the top teams. I didn't think they were going to anyway, because this is All-Stars and everybody had already flat out was like, fuck this team shit from last season. They didn't do that good. So I pretty much already knew, yeah, y'all was teamed up to do this, but it was going to be based on individual performance. I kind of already figured that. So I didn't think it was going to be a team. And really, in all honesty, I think the reason why Alaska and Fifi win, I mean, Alaska deserved it. Alaska deserved the top. I really think the other top could have been Detox or Katya, because really their group performance, I mean, like, they nailed that shit. They were really, really the best. Thelma and Louise the Zombies. Like, that shit was great. But they runway, both of their runways, compared to everybody else, really fell flat. There was no wow about their reveals, neither one of theirs. Like, even Alyssa, even though I'm saying it wasn't cute, but when them cameras started flashing, that was a fucking moment. You can't take that away from her. She did that. Their reveals were both like, compared to everybody else, it was like, that's it. So I really think that's what just kept them safe and neither one of them making it into the top. Fifi actually did do a good job. The only thing that I had a little bit of problem with is because Fifi sounded like she was country. I'm like, Nomi wasn't country. Nomi ain't had no country accent. Fifi sounded country to me. But Fifi did do a good job. She really, really did. I'm not going to take that away from her. So now this week again, we back to a bottom 3 again. We just had bottom 2 last week. Now we got less girls. We going back to bottom 3. So I'm wondering if because Snatch Game last week, everybody really did pretty decent except for Tati and Roxy, that they was like, you know what, we don't even have a third person to put because everybody did pretty good. Because now we back to a bottom 3 and I don't understand why. But once again, like I said, I stopped taking notes at that point. So the bottom 3, trying to do it off recollection, was Katya, Roxy, and Alyssa. Now if y'all watch my reviews and y'all watched what I said last week, did I not say, Alyssa, you shouldn't have did that because they coming for your neck and you better have a week of life next week, as if you in the bottom, you going home. And I called that shit. And guess what? Fifi and Alaska was going to send her home. Well, I knew Fifi was going to send her home because Fifi felt some type of way that she went against everybody else's honor system, bitch. She felt some type of way. And this is where the face crack comes in. Bitch, because Fifi was running that little mouth. And I'm so tired, but it's okay because it's Alyssa and they wouldn't let nobody else do that. Well, stop that because they would let Katya do it too. Let's just keep it 100 because it's like Katya can do no wrong either, because really, she done had on some shit that she shouldn't have had on. And they was like, oh, but it's Katya and it's great. But she was talking all that jibber jabber, and I'm tired of Alyssa doing this. That old Fifi came out, and didn't that 2-way mirror light up with them, with the old bitches back there? Like, bitch. Oh, wee. Oh, wee. I can't wait till next week, and I hope next week is an hour and 90 minutes. So, was this always when they were going to bring one of the girls back? Was that always something they were going to do, but now they're going to do it because Adore left early? Is this... They was waiting for it to actually be some drama because for the most part everybody was like, well, it's pretty fair, so if I get to come back, cool. If not, I was the worst that week. I don't know. But bitch, RuPaul got a taste of that motherfucking Emmy. He ain't fucking around, because this shit was everything. I could not wait to get to y'all. I was so mad because I had work and I had this shit I had to do, and I'm like, shit, I got away with watching the whole episode, but I'm like, shit, I gotta finish this shit real quick before I do this video. I'm spitting and shit. Yo, I ain't lying, bitch. I had to look, before they even did the lip sync, I had to switch the shit from my tablet to my phone because I needed a motherfucking cigarette. I'm like, I am nervous. But I'm gonna keep it 100 too. Alaska ain't win that lip sync. Fifi won that lip sync. Fifi served that shit. Fifi hungry, but Fifi being bitchy, and yeah, Fifi, you probably gone next week, boo. Sorry about it. You're probably going next week unless it's some kind of challenge that's right up your alley, unless they decide to do a sewing challenge, because they ain't did one of them. They ain't did one of them yet. Unless it's a motherfucking sewing challenge, Fifi, boo, I think you could die next week. But anyway, I can't wait to see which one of the girls come back. Let me know what y'all think, for real, because like I am so fucking still just hype. I think I'm gonna watch the shit again at 10:30, or at least just fucking listen to it while I finish my work, because that was the best episode of All Stars yet, bitch. That was, yes, Mama Ru. Thank you. Thank you. That was amazing. So I'll talk y'all ear off enough. Y'all done kikiing, y'all done motherfucking, you know, running your lips with me. Y'all done watching me laughing, cracking up, whatever. I'm ready to snatch this ponytail out because it is in here tight, y'all. And I was trying to look a little bit better because I knew it was going to be a rude review. But this shit is killing my head, bitch. And I'm ready to snatch this bitch. So, thank you, subscribers. Thank you, watchers. Again, trying to get to 1,000. So, tell your friends. Get it in with your girl. And deuces.